Yo, what's good guys? In this video I'm showing you guys how you can go ahead and create an ebook from Google Forms. I pretty much made the same video last time, but this one's got an extra step to it, essentially which is downloading the ebook and sending over to someone via email, or I guess the person that filled it out would make most sense. So that's essentially what we're doing, but I'm gonna go over it one more time and add a little bit of I guess like a trick into this that you can take on as well. So first module being Google Forms, this is where we're getting all the data or the information you need for the context of the ebook. So that's that, really simple. If you want more information about that, it's in the other video as I said. But yeah, then second module, we're using OpenAI, ChatGPT, and we're creating the ebook. This prompt is really basic, so obviously do your due diligence and create it in a better way. But here we've got the title, what the ebook will be about, cover certain details, chapters, amount of chapters, tone of voice, stuff like that, and only output the content of the book. And I only say that because sometimes ChatGPT or OpenAI will have asterisks like stars to make certain words bold. And essentially, if you copy and paste that content into Word doc, it's going to have the asterisks and it's not going to be bold. It's just going to look a bit weird as an ebook. So just make sure, say to ChatGPT, OpenAI, look, don't include these stars, and also like for example M dashes. You might not want M dashes in your ebook. It's really up to you though. But yeah, that's just another thing to keep in mind. And obviously, this doesn't have to apply to an ebook. It can also be for like a game plan or certain resources, whatever you want to use it for. Obviously, you can cater it to yourself. So yeah, that's. Then you got the third module. Essentially, we're just putting certain variables into here. So once it's loaded, you can see ebook title. You can do this in Google Docs where you can change certain like text templates into certain variables. So this is what I've done here. I'll probably make another video on that. But essentially, you've got the ebook title here, content, everything like that. Just certain variables, putting them into the Google Doc. So very simple. And then download the doc is essentially what we're doing. You can use a PDF, probably the best option, but you can change it into different formats as well. And this is how we're going to send it over to the person that filled out the form, or whoever the case might be, right? So that is that. And then email, what we've got here, sending it to their email address, making the subject whatever we want it to be, ebook for the title, for name, right? So their title of the book for this person. Obviously you'll know what the answers are, what the variables are you're putting into these from your own Google form, but that's what I've got there. And then content, I've attached your ebook below, and then you attach it. But yeah, that is pretty much the automation. One little trick you can do with this is you can add a sleep module here. So if we go ahead and add a module, we can add a sleep module, if that pops up, boom. And we can put a delay on this, so we can put it on to 300. And essentially what this means is once they fill out the form, they're not going to instantly get this email and say, oh look, I've got you an amazing game plan, boom. No, what we're doing is putting a delay on it and make it seem a little bit more realistic that we've built it out. Obviously you can add more sleep modules to this if you want to, add on the time if you want to, it's really up to you, but it makes it seem like we've actually looked at their application or their form that they filled out and said, okay, look, we're actually going to make it a game plan. That's really up to you. You don't have to input that in, but it's a good resource to have, good thing to implement if you really want to. But other than that, hopefully that was really useful for you guys. You can see how creative this can get. The more steps you can add on, like I did last video, and now adding on this email. You can even go ahead and start, I don't know, creating Notion boards or whatever the case might be with a game plan there. You can even add certain tasks that they need to complete, send them over a link to a Notion board tailored for them, right? That's just one that came off the dome. I think is really useful, could be really useful. If you've got maybe like a certain video that you can attach with it, which you can do that with inmate.com, certain files you can download from certain drives. You see where I'm going at, right? A lot of stuff you can do, really cool stuff. But yeah, hopefully that was useful, and I will see you guys in the next one.